Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a highly requested one, probably the most requested video I've ever had, which is to do my entire bag collection. I've been putting this off for months because I didn't want to show you guys a bunch of bags which I was only going to sell a few months later, and I was planning on editing down my collection, and today I still haven't done that. I was dithering about which bags I would let go of because even the ones that I'm not really using I still love, and so I find it really difficult to part with my bags. As silly as it may seem, I know they're only material possessions, but I love all my bags, so I found it very difficult, but I have finally decided which ones I'm going to let go of. So what I thought I would do is share with you my whole bag collection as I'm going to keep it, but then also at the end I'm going to be sharing with you the bags which I do currently still own but which I am planning on selling, and just telling you kind of why, and then I'll probably announce my blog sale as well, my bag sale at the end. So I thought that might be kind of a good way to do it. I was also thinking about doing this as a kind of yearly series, so not necessarily selling any of my bags every year, although I may do, I'm not sure, but doing a bag collection at the beginning of every year, just kind of take stock of where I am and how my collection has changed from the previous year. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm not going to be going into a whole lot of depth about each bag just because I want to try and keep this video as short as possible. It'll still probably be really long, but I don't want it to be overly long, if that makes sense. So I do have videos already on a lot of the bags I'm going to mention, and you will find them on my channel. I don't have that many videos, so it should be fairly easy for you to scroll through. So as I said, I hope you enjoy, and I'm going to get stuck right in. So I'm going to be going in order of brand. I'm going to be doing Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and then other brands at the end, and I'm going to be going, I think, in size order. And the first one I'm going to show you is my Chanel Mini. This is in caviar with the gold hardware. This is one of my favourite bags. I absolutely love it. I bought this pre-loved and I got a really good deal. It's in amazing condition and I've used it so much, and it's still in pretty perfect condition. It's such a robust little bag. I absolutely adore it. It's really functional. It can fit a surprising amount in it, and I just think this is super cute. I really like it. It's my go-to bag when I'm going out in the evening. I've taken this on holiday with me, and it's, for me, the kind of perfect size, perfect combo. I just love everything about it. The next one is also a mini, but this is in the rectangle size. This is a pretty new purchase for me, so I got this in November when I went to Paris, and I absolutely love this. It's so gorgeous. It's in this red colour, but it's definitely got pink undertones, so right up my street. I love colours like this, and it has this beautiful muted gold hardware, just gorgeous. And this is essentially just a medium large flap, just shrunk down in size of it, although there isn't that much difference in terms of what you can fit in there. Just see on the inside I still have a little bit of tissue paper in there, but this is just such a lovely fun bag. I think the strap is a little bit longer than the square mini, so you can wear this crossbody, and I decided to go for lambskin. It is more delicate, but this definitely isn't an everyday bag for me, so I thought for special occasions this would just be perfect. Moving on to the medium large size, and I have my beige Claire caviar flap with gold hardware. This is such a beautiful, elegant bag. I think it's classic Chanel. Unfortunately, this doesn't get a lot of wear, and I'm not the biggest fan of the size. I find it really small, and there isn't that much of a difference between this and the mini size, and so I tend to reach for my minis more, but it's still a very, very elegant bag. It has the double flap, and you can see, you know, you can fit a little bit in there, but it's definitely not the biggest bag, but still a very, very elegant choice and just classic Chanel. Next up is one of my favourite bags ever, and it's this beautiful pale pink Chanel flap with gold hardware. I absolutely love this. It's pretty old now. It actually has the gold plating, so you can see how old this is because they haven't done that in many, many years, but I absolutely love this. I did get this pre-loved as well, and it's become one of my most used bags. In the summer, this is all I reach for, especially for special occasions. This is my go-to bag. You can actually see how much I've used it because it's kind of like an ombre look, so it used to be a bit darker pink, and because I've used it so much, especially in the summer, it's actually been dyed slightly lighter, but it's fine because it's kind of that colour all over. But I love this bag. It doesn't have a double flap, so it's just single, but this is just perfect for me. I got it for a pretty good price, and I got this many, many years ago, and it's just such a favourite, and I reach for it time and time again. Then I have my first ever Chanel bag that I bought, and I did get this on eBay because I couldn't afford to go to the store and get one from there, and I still really love this. It's the Mademoiselle line one, so it has the stripes instead of the classic diamond quilting, and it has this beautiful kind of silver chain which I think is called the bijou hardware. Really, really pretty and elegant. It's definitely been worn and used a lot, which is why you can see it's kind of pointing at the top and the sides are collapsing in a little bit, but I mean, all things considered, this has done very, very well. The leather is so buttery soft, and you can actually fit a bit more in here, I guess because it's lambskin. It doesn't have a leather lining, it's nylon lining, but I love this bag. I have so many good memories with it, and it's very, very sentimental because it was my first ever one, and I still do reach for this occasionally, and you know, for how much I've used it, it's absolutely incredible, I think. So love this one and lots of nice memories with it. Next up, I have my beloved Chanel Boy. I absolutely adore this bag. I got it for my birthday last year and I have not been able to get enough of it. It's completely stolen my heart. I got it in a pretty traditional combination, so I got black quilting in the lambskin with the ruthenium hardware, and I just love it. I like the caviar boys as well. I know they're really hard to get hold of, but for me the lambskin with the boy just looks the best because it's such a tough looking bag. I think the lambskin is just perfect, and the wear has been pretty good on it. I haven't had any complaints, and I just think it's so gorgeous. This is in the old medium size as well. It pops open like so, and then you can see you can actually fit a surprising amount in here, and it's just such a great bag, and I love that it's just a bit different from the traditional Chanel flaps, so love this one. Moving on to the jumbo size is my Chanel Red Jumbo. Love this one. It's in lambskin with the ruthenium shiny hardware, so you can get dull ruthenium hardware, but this is the shiny one, which I love. I think it looks a little bit more tough and edgy, but still a bit glam because it is the really nice shiny one. So love this. It's just the classic shape. It is a fairly heavy bag, I would say, but to be honest, I'm so used to it now that I don't even notice it, and it does have the double flap as well. Love this one, and I wanted a red bag for so long, so I'm just so pleased I have this in my collection. Then onto my favourite bag of all time, and it's the Chanel Jumbo in black with gold hardware. I love this. It's in the caviar leather and it's pretty much indestructible. I've had this for 5 years and it pretty much looks like new, I think. And I have not babied this bag at all. I have used it loads and I just cannot get enough of it. I love everything about it. I still love the look. It's pretty practical and I just can't say enough good things about it. I will be doing a separate review on this bag very soon. I know that you guys have been asking for it, and it is coming up to, I think, 5 years. It's in the next couple of weeks, so I will be filming kind of like a 5-year anniversary wear and tear on this bag because it's amazing. I just love it. I love everything about it, and it's just such a good buy, I think, even now with all the crazy price increases. And this is the double flap with the beautiful burgundy lining, so love, love, love this one. So on to Louis Vuitton now, and the first bag I'm going to show you is the beautiful Alma BB. I revealed this on my channel. I absolutely love it. It's such a cute functional bag. It's the first bag I've gotten in the Damier Ebene print, and I love it. It's very waterproof, it's very functional, practical, and it's just so cute. I do have this little rose ballerine charm on here, and it's just an adorable bag. I did do a comparison against this with my Gucci Soho. This doesn't fit quite as much, but I do find it still a very, very practical, functional bag just from going from day to night, because I think it looks great during the day with just the crossbody strap, but you can also wear it during the evening and it still look very appropriate there. I also just love how practical the little handles are as well, so I love this bag. I think it's really cute, and you just have the little red lining as well, which just adds a really nice pop of colour, I think. Then the only other Louis Vuitton bag that I'm going to show you is my trusty Neverfull. This is full of my work stuff because it's pretty much my everyday bag. I absolutely love it. I have it in the GM size, and I've been saying this for ages, but I am thinking about getting the MM size because it's been used to death. It's in pretty good condition considering how much I've used it literally every day for pretty much the last 2.5 or 3 years. I've used this bag a lot. It's my go-to travel bag, work bag, and it's just great. I can't say enough good things. It's really heavy because I have so much stuff in it, but the condition really is good considering like the wears on the corner, you can hardly see anything at all. The only way you can see is really the vachetta, and I actually kind of like it more tan, so love this bag. I think it's such good value for money. Even now with the price increases, it's still really, really good, so would highly recommend this one if you are considering it. So on to totes now. I have a whole pile of them right here. The first one I'm going to show you is my Goyard St. Louis tote. I do love this bag. I love the monogram. I think it's a bit different from the Louis Vuitton ones you see everywhere, but at the same time the wear and tear really isn't that great on it. I do talk about that a bit more in my work totes video, but for the price, because it is an expensive bag, I don't think it's necessarily worth it. I got this as a graduation present though, which is why I got my initials on it, and I love the look of it. It's just a bit of a shame that it doesn't wear very well, but I still like it and I am so happy to have it in my collection. On to long Longchamp bags next, and the first one I'm going to show you is this really pretty pink one. This was a limited edition. I love their limited edition ones. I think they come up with the nicest prints, and this one just has a bird cage on it with some flying birds and just says be happy as well with a little heart on the back. So really, really cute. This is right up my street. I think it's just the loveliest pattern, and this is definitely my favourite Longchamp, I think. But I'm just generally a really big fan of the style as well. I think it's a really useful, functional bag. The next Longchamp I have is also pink, and it's just this very vibrant kind of peachy bubblegum type pink colour. Really, really pretty, and I've gotten a lot of use out of this one. And then I also have this one, which is in red and plain on the back with a lovely lopsided Eiffel Tower. You can only get these in Paris. I knew I wanted to pick one up when I went there in November, and I think it's just such a lovely one. So a great souvenir from Paris, and I haven't used it yet, but I am looking forward to using it soon. And the final tote I'm going to show you is the latest addition to my collection, which is this beautiful Tory Birch bag in Blue Cloud, I think the colour is. I got this as a Christmas present. I haven't used it yet, so it does still have the tags, but it has this lovely navy lining, and I think this is so lovely. My first Tory Birch bag, and I think the quality is just lovely. I'm really impressed with it. The leather is just beautiful, and I think it's just such a pretty colour. The next bag I have to show you guys is the Gucci Soho. I love this bag. I've gone on about it a lot on my channel, but it's just such a great functional little bag. I got it in this rosy pink colour, and it has the little tassel there. Just a really good essential. If you're looking for a small crossbody, then I would highly recommend you to look at this one, because for the price, it's great quality. The leather is lovely, and it's just really, really functional. It can pack a ton in. It fits so much stuff, and it's really, really lightweight and just very easy to wear. So I absolutely love this one, and I'm so glad I got it. It was a bit of an impulse purchase, but it's now one of my favourites in my collection. Next up is clutches. I don't really have any high-end clutches. I tend not to spend money on high-end clutches just because I don't get a lot of use out of them, so I tend to go for cheap options. The most expensive one I have is actually a Michael Kors one. I did feature this, I think, in my top 10 bags video because I love it. I'm not a huge fan of all Michael Kors bags, and I'm not really a huge fan of this big gold thing right here, but I love this because I always take it on holiday. I love that it's just very bright pink. It's a really fun colour, and it's just a good one to take when you're going to the pool or out for dinner. Really functional with a little kind of wristlet here, and just it is leather and it holds a lot, and just a very fun, easygoing bag, which I don't get too freaked out about damaging, and just, yeah, a lovely one. I really, really like this. And then the next one is from Accessorize, and this is just a very fancy one, satin on the back with this beautiful kind of sparkly beady detail on the front. Opens up with a clasp, and just a really nice one. It's very neutral, so I can use it for a lot of different, well, not occasions, but a lot of different outfits. It goes with pretty much everything. And then another one from Accessorize is this beautiful box clutch right here. I love these. I used to go to a lot of evening events and balls. I don't really anymore, but this one came in really useful. I also have a black studded one from Zara, but I think I left that at my boyfriend, so I can't actually show you that. But it's very similar to this, and just a really pretty design. Beautiful clasp detail right there. This reminds me of the Alexander McQueen ones, although not quite as nice or edgy or anything like that, but lovely kind of satin pleated detail. And then just opens up like so. Really, really pretty, and it does have a little chain as well to wear it on your shoulder, so very functional as well. The next two clutches are my go-to going out clutches. They're really useful and functional. First one I got from Topshop. It is real leather, and it was a bit more on the pricey side for Topshop. I think it was around £45, but it's really served me well. Just completely plain. It is kind of a bit of a textured leather, and then it just opens up like so, and you can fit a fair bit in here. It's really lightweight, and it just pretty much goes with everything, so I've gotten a ton of use out of it, and I still use it even to this day. And the next one is a beautiful vintage one. This isn't by any brand, I don't think, but I got this from a vintage store in London, and it's in beautiful condition. It looks new, and it's just a very simple, elegant navy clutch with this gold button closure right there. It just pops open, and just very, very simple, very elegant, and I absolutely love this. I got it for a bargain price. I think it was about £15, and I just think it's super simple, elegant, and just very, very chic, so I really, really love this one. So that's it for my bag collection. Those are all the bags that I currently own and I'm planning on keeping. Now on to the second part of the video, which are bags which I do currently own but which I am planning on parting ways with. I love all of these bags so much and it's taken me so long to decide to sell them, but these are bags that are just not getting used at all, and so I have my eye on a few other bags and there's just no way I could justify buying more bags whilst keeping ones that I never ever use. So I'm going to be showing you the ones which I am parting ways with. The first one I'm going to show is my beautiful Chanel flap in the limited edition Valentine's combination, I guess. So it has the wonderful heart chain. I love this. It's so gorgeous. It's actually surprisingly comfortable as well, but I just don't reach this bag as lovely as it is. This is to date the softest lambskin I've ever felt. It just feels so buttery smooth. It's incredible. But because this was my kind of holy grail bag for so long, I had searched for it for so many years, and then when I finally got it I was a bit too scared to use it, which I'm not usually like that with my bags, even the lambskin ones, but I think this bag was just a bit too special for me, and so I haven't really taken it out at all, which is a crying shame. It's in amazing condition. I think this is from 2004 and it's just beautiful, but I can't have bags which are worth this much money just lying around in my collection, unfortunately. So I am going to be saying goodbye to this. I love it and I'm so sad, but hopefully it will go to a better home. The next Chanel bag that I'm parting ways with is my GST. I love this bag. I bought it at Heathrow and I actually revealed it on my channel. I think this was one of the first videos I did, but it just hasn't really worked out for me. It's a bit too small for work, even though it's pretty roomy. For me, I just need a much bigger bag. You know, I need massive work totes, and this really didn't cut it in that sense, so it was kind of just put aside for downtime of going out, but there was really no scenario in which I was choosing this over my Chanel Jumbo. Because I got the exact same combo, I wonder if that was a bit of a mistake. You know, it's black caviar with gold hardware, so very similar to my Jumbo, and whilst I do love the look of it, I do prefer my Jumbo just that bit more. So this rarely got used, unfortunately, and it's just such a shame because it's a really beautiful bag, so I decided to let this one go as well. The next bag is from Louis Vuitton, and this is the bag I probably struggled over most deciding whether I should sell it or not, and it is my beloved soft locket in Jalais. I love this bag. I think it's so gorgeous. Today, one of the most beautiful, elegant bags I've ever seen and I've ever felt. The leather is amazing and the craftsmanship is just incredible, and it's really a cut above everything else I've seen from Louis Vuitton. Even though I love their canvas line, this is just something else entirely, but unfortunately it's just not getting used. And I bought this as kind of my fancy work bag, and since buying this, I've had it since February, I realised that I don't really have many fancy work days, and the days which I would classify as fancy work days, I am generally really busy and I just need a tote to fill it with loads of stuff and go. And this one I wanted to be, you know, classy, work appropriate, but still very luxe, which I absolutely think it is. It's not showy, but it's still obviously beautiful quality, and I wanted it handheld because I wanted that elegant look, but because of all those things I just don't use it at all, and it pains me, and I've kept it longer than I should do because I kept willing myself to kind of make it work. But essentially I'm not really a handheld girl, and I was hoping this bag would turn me into one, but it really hasn't. So as much as I love it and as heartbreaking it is for me to see it go, it's just way too expensive for me to keep without using it, so I am sadly parting ways with my soft locket. Next up is my Balenciaga City, and this is such a great bag, but again it's just not getting any use, and for me this is very much a free time bag because of the colour. You know, I love pink, but this wouldn't really be appropriate for me to use at work, and I realised in the last kind of 6 months, I would say, that I have an abundance of free time bags, the bags I use for going out or errand running and things like that, and I actually don't have very much free time. You know, I have a very busy job, and now with YouTube I have even less free time on the weekends, and so all of my free time bags just don't get used. So I want to try and shift my focus away from free time bags to bags that I can use on a daily basis. And I know this would be a daily bag for some, but for me there's just not enough space and the colour isn't quite right. So even though I think this is the perfect pink colour, which is why I got it, it's just not right for me at this time. So I love it, but I am sadly saying goodbye. And the final bag I'm parting ways with is this Celine bag. It's the Celine Trio, and this is pretty much new, as you can see. I really have not used this at all, and it's such a crying shame, but this falls into the exact same category as my Balenciaga in that this is a free time bag, and I don't have a whole lot of free time, so it just never gets used. This was bought as a kind of casual summertime bag, you know, it's very easygoing and very chic, I think, but it just doesn't get used. You know, even in summertime I tend to reach for my totes, so sadly this one has been neglected and it's way too beautiful to not use, so this one is one that I'm going to be selling as well. So that's it for my bag collection. That is every single bag I own, whether ones I'm keeping or ones I'm selling. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope that you like this format. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are interested in any of the bags which I said I was going to sell, then I will be doing a bag sale on my blog. It might even go up live before this video, so I will link that down below so you can check it out. And as a reminder, I did just film my 10,000 subscriber giveaway, so if you're interested in entering that, I will link it down below as well. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.